Yeah.
So a big headline, and it opens up the debate. And we've talked about this many times. When do we blame the coach and when do you blame the players? Texan fans, they aren't handling the Lovie Smith betrayal very well. Did he get the raw deal? Everyone is asking this, and one has to wonder what in the world the Houston Texans were thinking. Like,
Yeah.
1 year into this, and then it's like, okay, you're fired only after 1 year. Because I know I instantly messaged you and I'm like, okay, so is it a coach's fault? So fire the coach instead of, aligning your players and make sure that you have players on the team that are out to win. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think he got in a bad situation with this organization. I don't think they were sold into believing in what Lovie Smith could do with them from the start. Because you look at the situation and you say, obviously they didn't give him the pieces to be successful. I mean, not in year one.
Yeah.
You got to give him at least 3 years to try to get his guys in and get his system operating. But to just jump the gun and get rid of him after 1 year. I mean, if you want to go back to it, obviously I'm in big support of African-American coaches getting opportunities.
Mhm.
But I didn't feel like Lovie Smith was deserving of the opportunity from the start. I mean, when you look at what he did at Illinois, it wasn't extremely impressive in my book, coming from Illinois. I mean, obviously he's been an NFL head coach in the past. You look what he did with the Bears.
Yep.
All that's commendable. But, when his exit from the NFL initially was because he descended and he wasn't being successful. And then he goes to the college ranks and he didn't wow anyone at Illinois. So how do you jump back into an NFL head coach job? So,
Right.
I'm not sure if he was just a Band-Aid to get him through that coaching cycle to get to the next coaching cycle to see if there was something better out there, because sometimes that happens.
So do you think that they set him up for failure? Because, I mean, they left him in charge of the team during a tight race for the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, I think they definitely set him up for failure. And I think he stuck it to him in the end and tried to win that game to knock him out of the number 1 pick. And he did it. So, yeah, that's it's sad for him. And it's sad for other minority candidates because it seems to be a trend to where they have more of a short leash than other candidates, other coaches. The minority candidates have a short leash, and they're not really giving them a fair opportunity to be successful. So that's
right. And then we debate the question every year. At what point do we say, is it the coach's fault? Is it the player's fault? Is it the water boy's fault? Like, come on. Like when you look at ownership of the team, was it just easy to say, you know what, let's get rid of Smith?
Listen, I follow the NFL avidly, and I probably couldn't name 5 players on the Texans roster. They don't have a team that's reputable,
Yeah, well, I guess it'll be another team that we're going to be watching off season to see which direction that they go into.